Welcome to the UNO Soccer Show. I'm Matt Kelly along with the head coach of the Mavericks, Don Klosterman. Coach, thanks for joining us for this. You are entering your 9th season at the helm of the Maverick program. Just give me a little sense of where this program has come from the time you took over to 2007.
Well, it's kind of surprising. Like, we're in our 9th year, which is really kind of hard to believe too, but it's been a process, you know, just like anything. And in the beginning, we weren't real sure of everything that was going to happen. We had some ideas of where we could maybe go, but to be honest with you, it's exceeded any of our expectations. And I think timing was part of it, because there were enough kids in Nebraska and the surrounding area, that girls that wanted some place to play, and Division II was a perfect fit for what we had, for the players out there. And so I think part of that timing and ours being Division II and the way things were funded and handled at UNO was just perfect, and you know, it gave us everything we needed to have success.
The head boys soccer coach at Millard South High School takes over a first-year women's college program, and then, oh, by the way, you proceed to win the 2005 national championship. You've won 3 straight North Central Conference championships. Last year, 19-1-2. You lose in the quarterfinals to Grand Valley State. I know that you would have loved to defend that national championship. Yeah. But talk about the 2000. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that. Okay. But talk about 06. I mean, besides that loss to Grand Valley, the only loss on your record, were you happy with the 06 campaign?
Oh, I mean, there's no reason we wouldn't have been. I mean, great group of kids, first of all, who really worked hard, who really wanted to win. And, you know, you're just going to eventually, after 4 years of being in the Final Four, per se, and you're going to run into something. You know,
sure.
And as I tell people, even those years when we made it to the Final Fours, national championship, I don't care whatever it is, what sport, you got to have a little luck along the way. Ball's going to have to bounce, it's going to have to go your way. And we had those things happen to us. So there was going to come a time when this was going to happen. I felt bad that it happened last year, because we had such great kids, and Beth McGill and had such a fabulous season. I mean, she scored some amazing goals, and Amber Richardson was so strong for us that you feel bad for those guys, for those seniors
Sure.
that put so much into it, and they were looking forward to going back and trying to defend the championship. But, you know, it's sports.
Those key losses aside, you do have some quality players coming back. Amanda Iwanski, for one, the Columbus native.
Right.
Just talk about the prospects for 07, and where do you see this team fitting in the national picture again?
Well, I don't think anybody in our conference feels sorry for us losing Beth McGill and Amber.
They're not sending their condolences cards or anything?
No. We feel bad about it.
Yeah.
The kids coming back, you know, they're outstanding. And Iwanski, you mentioned, Amanda, she's so fast and so tough. She's had some back problems. We're working on that, and we feel like she'll be ready to go. And Casey Bigsby's had a great spring. Brandy Beal is a goal scorer, and Allie Portel. So even though we're losing 22 goal scorer in Beth, those 3 guys, Amanda, Brandy, Allie Portel, they can handle that stuff up front. The biggest returner really is Danny McCauley, as I was mentioning before, because Danny is just such a quality player, maybe one of the best players we've had in our program. Danny is just so solid, and everybody knows it. But why she doesn't get recognition, she did get All-Region last year, which
Sure.
was fantastic. But she's such an outstanding player, and she will be the glue really to our team in 2007.
And also you have 6 high school recruits coming in, 4 from the state of Nebraska, 1 from Kansas, and 1 from Iowa. How critical is it for a program like the one you started 9 years ago to have those local players on your side?
Well, I think it's important for us, because that's our bread and butter. If you can't recruit in your own home state, then I think you're going to have some problems. And we're fortunate enough where we're able to get kids to come to UNO, because UNO is a good school academically, first of all, but secondly, they know this program, they know the success of the program, they want to be a part of that success as well, and so we had that name recognition or whatever here, so we might as well capitalize on that. We may not be as known as in other places in the country. I mean, they would maybe look at our website and see something, but to really have the recognition and know what's going on, people in this state do. So that just makes recruiting make sense to us. Let's get the best kids possible out of the state of Nebraska. And I'll tell you something about our kids in Nebraska. There's a little different work ethic with our kids, and they work a little bit harder. And they may not be the best, per se, soccer player technically or whatever, tactically, but the kids from Nebraska that we get are going to outwork any kid that's from any place else in the country. They are going to play harder. We go up against teams, when you get to that Final 8, Final 4, quite a few of those teams have kids from foreign countries on them. And it doesn't intimidate our guys at all. They go in there and they just play their game and play harder and beat them to everything. And it's very interesting, very fun for us. So we're going to stay in Nebraska. I mean, that's just going to be it for us.
It is awesome when you get kids that that you can mold and that will listen, and they need to have some attitudes and stubbornness and that kind of stuff, else they're probably not where they are.
Like you when you were a high school player.
Well, yeah, that was I think 100 pounds ago, and we won't throw up any of that video, but you actually did coach at Millard South, where I went to high school. You were the soccer coach there, so.
But there's something to be said, what you talked about there. There's more. If you try to recruit a player, you have to look into other things that make a difference.
Well, and we were talking about that before the show began, the academic side.
Correct.
You guys academically, are up there as well.
Half the time I can't talk to these girls. They're way too smart for me, so I just kind of...
You just say ball, goal, kick it in.
You guys figure it out.
Just throw it out there and let them go.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking of the ball and the goal, you have to have a place to play. You play at the UNO soccer field at Exarban. Talk about that facility and just where that whole thing is. Is that a place that you plan to stay, or are there things in the works to have another site?
No, I'm glad you brought it up, because in the past 8 years we've played at the field at Exarban, which most people know where that's at, and but because of the new development down there, the Exarban property that's being developed, we are going to move. We're moving. We're in the process of moving right now. Our 2007 season will be played up at the Chili Dome field south of center.
Chili Greens?
Chili Greens, south of center.
Okay.
Just east of where the dome is. The university is developing 3 fields. The center one of those fields is going to be a competition field for soccer.
Is it going to be kind of like the Abbott Sports Complex down in Lincoln for Nebraska, where they have a championship field like that, and then,
more or less.
And then some other fields surrounding it?
This is actually, Matt, going to be temporary for us.
Okay.
Obviously, depending on a lot of things, but there's a plan for that whole development of south of center in that Exarban property there that used to be Chili Greens. So, I mean, they have plans for a baseball stadium, softball stadium, and eventually a true soccer stadium, which we're really looking forward to. And that's 3-4 years maybe down the road. So this field we're going to play on next season it's going to be excellence. We're really excited about it, but it's more or less temporary until we get the funding and get the plans and get things going with the rest of that development.
Well, that can be temporary, but one thing that you hope's not temporary is the winning ways.
No.
It's been fantastic for you.
Thank you.
In entering your 9th season. Best of luck in 2007, and we look forward to following you throughout that season, sitting down with you every week and chatting and showing some highlights. Featuring some of the players, the local players, and we're going to be able to get it out to people all around the country, and for that matter, the world, that will be able to catch up on the UNO soccer program. So again,
very
Don
good.
Klosterman, thank you very much for joining us for this very first edition of the UNO Soccer Show. We will see you all season long. As you can see over my shoulder here, sponsorship available. If you're interested in sponsoring this show or any of the other UNO coaches shows that we will be producing this year, please give us a call at the following number on the bottom of the screen as you see it right now. Give us a call at that number or the email address that's on there as well. So, for Don Klosterman, I'm Matt Kelly. We'll see you next time.